The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform. And that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
For the first time since he began his work with the federal government, we are hearing from the world's richest man. Elon Musk was in the Oval Office with President Trump for about 30 minutes this afternoon, answering reporter questions and talking all about his Department of Government efficiency.
We're really just talking about adding common sense controls that should be present, that haven't been present. It's not draconian or radical, I think. It's really just saying, let's look at each of these expenditures and say, is this actually in the best interest of the people? And if it is, it's approved. If it's not, we should think about it.
But who gets to make that decision? Elon Musk? Well, today, President Trump said at this point, basically, yeah. Whether that's legal, I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before we get there, I want you to hear something straight from Elon Musk's mouth. It is critically important that you understand this. He admitted that since he started this DOGE operation, he's said some things publicly that are absolutely not true, like the complete misinformation he and the president put out about the so-called condoms in Gaza being supplied by USAID, and also admitted that DOGE has shut down some things that probably should be open.
Some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes. We are moving fast, so we will make mistakes, but we'll also fix the mistakes very quickly.
Now, everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect. But in this case, there are also people's lives behind those mistakes. This is the government we're talking about here, not a business. People rely on the government for a lot of things. Now, I also don't think there's anyone out there who doesn't want to see the U.S. government be more efficient. Of course, everyone wants that. The questions are coming and the court cases are being filed because of how things are happening and the lack of transparency around what is happening. There are also questions about Musk himself and whether his billions of dollars in government contracts pose a conflict of interest. He says no.
Well, all of our actions are fully public. So if you see anything, you say, like, wait a second, hey, Elon, that seems like maybe that's, there's a conflict there. It's not like people are going to be shy about saying that. They'll say it immediately.
And he categorically denies DOGE is hiding anything.
So all of our actions are maximally transparent. In fact, I don't think there's been, I don't know of a case where an organization has been more transparent than the DOGE organization.
Now, that's his opinion, and lots of people disagree with that statement, but it is true that you can see some of the things that Musk's DOGE team is doing through the DOGE X account. In fact, today, Musk talked all about all kinds of things DOGE is trying to fix and streamline. For example, the federal employee retirement system. Musk says it's antiquated, done by hand, stored in manila envelopes and cardboard boxes in a limestone mine in Pennsylvania. He says that's ridiculous. He also talked about fixing the Treasury Department's payment system to ensure that every payment is categorized properly and goes out to the right person. But it's when he and President Trump start to talk in these generalities and anecdotes that leads us right back down the path of more questions. Anecdotes like this.
Of Social Security, and we've got people in there that are 150 years old. That's a case where, I think they're probably dead.
Here's a contract for 3 months, but it goes on for 20 years. I see a lot of kickback here.
There's a lot of kickbacks.
A tremendous kickback, because nobody could be so stupid to give out some of these contracts.
Yeah. A bunch of the fraud rings that are operating in the United States and taking advantage of the federal government, especially in the entitlements programs, are actually foreign fraud rings. They're operating in other countries and actually exporting money to other countries. We should stop that.
On its face, all of those things sound horrible. But think about it for just a second. Those things are all what I like to call specifically vague. How many cases are there actually of those things? Who are these people? What are their names? What specific foreign countries are scamming the entitlement programs? This is the United States government. If this stuff is happening, show us the documents. Or are we supposed to just trust Elon Musk, who, as you just heard, said sometimes he gets it wrong? And really, how much money is DOGE going to save the U.S. government? Well, we don't know that either. Obviously, they're still doing their work, but it seems like even the president is a little fuzzy on the math.
Billions and billions of dollars in waste, fraud, and abuse, especially when we found hundreds of millions of dollars worth, much more than that, in just a short period of time. But we're talking about tens of billions of dollars that we've already found. And when you get down to it, it's going to be probably close to $1 trillion. It could be close to $1 trillion that we're going to find. You're talking about anywhere, maybe $500 billion. It's crazy the kind of numbers you're talking about.
The fact is, there is no government report yet that shows $1 has been saved by DOGE, let alone billions of dollars. Now, Congress is asking for that report, but so far has not received anything. Now, if and when that full official government document comes out, I'm going to absolutely share it with you. But until then, all of this is anecdotal and speculation. I don't report on that, but I have been reporting on whether any of this is legal. Legally, the Constitution gives Congress the power of the purse, and whether you like it or not, Congress chose to spend money this way through laws that they passed. Whether the president, through the executive branch, or Elon Musk as the president's representative can just stop the congressionally approved money from going out because they don't like it, or they think it's fraudulent, or it doesn't align with their current policies, is a question the courts are now pondering. Now, traditionally, the answer is no. The executive branch can't just stop money from going out that Congress has already approved. But who knows? Maybe this time the courts are going to find something different. As more programs, though, get cut and more lawmakers start to hear from their constituents, more of them are starting to speak up about DOGE. In fact, today, Republican Senator Rand Paul, who is a huge supporter of DOGE, said that DOGE does not have the power to stop the spending that Congress has already approved, and they actually need to get a vote from Congress if they want to cut anything. Here's how the president responded to that.
If I need a vote of Congress to find fraud and abuse, it's fine with me. I think we'll get the vote, although there'll be some people that wouldn't vote.